quite a lot of the time people would associate the Legion with obviously First World War and Second World War. I wouldn't want to disrespect the men that fought in those conflicts at all, but you know, times are changing, and I think they need to start moving towards modern warfare at what we're involved in at the moment.
The Marines are dug in, holding their ground. In the period leading up to this year's Poppy Appeal by the Royal British Legion on Jersey, many people have been remembering a long tradition of military service, a record stretching back over hundreds of years, including 2 world wars, the German occupation between 1940 and 45. But this is about far more than paying homage to the past. It's about responding to the contributions of servicemen and women in more recent conflicts too, in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and helping those most in need, recognising older and newer generations of service. These young people, enjoying themselves in the shadow of Fort Regent, St Helier, may be forgiven for thinking that this year's Poppy Appeal has little to do with them. But one unique aspect of the Royal British Legion is that it provides support, help and comfort for ex-servicemen and women across all generations. Ashley MacDonald is 21 years old. Known as Mac, he's recently returned from a 6-month tour of duty in Iraq.
I've been involved with the military aspect of life since I was around 12 when I joined the Marine Cadets. Well, I can go as far back as the First World War. My great-great-grandfather served in the trenches, joined up at the age of 14 and was sent home when he got wounded by a grenade for being underage. Then obviously my grandfather served with one of the Highland regiments, and my father served with the Royal Marines during the 1970s. Then there was my eldest brother, who served as a Royal Green Jacket for 4 years, and my other brother who also served with the Royal Marines for a period of 4 years. So I've been surrounded by the military my entire life from as early as I can remember.
Squadron, stand out, 8!
On a personal basis, it means everything to me. I absolutely love being a member of the Jersey Field Squadron. I've got the best friends I've ever had in this place, and to be honest, if they stopped paying me tomorrow, I'd still be up here doing it.
You can help out with dams. All right, so all the sappers...
We all sort of have that traditional view of ex-servicemen being sort of bemedalled, grey-haired veterans who are parading on a cenotaph on a Remembrance Day. But you know, veterans these days can be 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and you know, that message kind of needs to get across a bit.
Squadron, shut! To your duties. Fall out!
I was in Afghanistan in 2007. As engineers, our main focus was reconstruction. So we'd go in and speak to the local people in the town, see what they wanted, if they wanted schools or wells or basic infrastructure really. So we go out and help to reconstruct the country.
With its special history, Jersey has always given generously to the Poppy Appeal, helping the organisation nationally spend £88 million last year on providing emotional, financial and practical support for serving and ex-servicemen and women. This year, the Royal British Legion has re-emphasised the need to help younger serving generations as well as those who served some time ago.
I think the important thing to remember about the Royal British Legion is it covers all 3 services. There are other organisations such as the Army Benevolent Fund, the Royal Air Force Association, the Royal Naval Association, but the Royal British Legion covers all branches of the services and goes back to 1921. It is going through a very interesting period at the moment because there's a lot of updating going on, bringing the Legion into the 21st century and embracing the younger members of the armed services.
For this 21-year-old veteran, memories of his time in Iraq are still recent.
As we were sat having our dinner, the officer commanding at the time asked if anyone was interested in serving on operations in Iraq. So I put my hand up because that's ideally why I joined the squadron, because I wanted to serve overseas. It seemed surreal. It sometimes felt like I was on a different planet. Little things that stick out, I always thought to me that I found it strange how every time we had a rocket attack coming, as soon as it was over, everyone would get up and carry on like normal.
Mac is a regular visitor to the British Legion in St Helier, where he meets friends from other conflicts who served in Malaya, Northern Ireland and Cyprus.
You serve with people you don't know, so you for one, you had to make new friendships over there, and then all of a sudden you come straight back to here and you're trying to explain your duties you've done over there to people who wouldn't understand.
Even if whoever you're speaking to has not served on operations, if they've been in the military, there's the whole kind of universal, you know how it is, you know how the machine works effectively. So everyone gets on fine. You just chat. Mainly you talk about the funny things that have happened. You know? You don't talk about the bad stuff.
Getting your bunk bag out, going to sleep, Jankers and... You sit in a normal...
I've always called the members of the club like a big family. You know you can come here and talk to them and they'll know what you're talking about. If a guy just finished a tour in Iraq or Afghanistan, went out and made Joe blogs, he wouldn't understand. But we here do.
Proceeds from fundraising go to helping people such as these two veterans, one with accommodation, one with buying a wheelchair.
As soon as I said what I needed, they provided it straight away, and it was absolutely brilliant.
The Legion gave me everything, gave me more or less my life back.
There is a huge need for us to get together as soldiers in a common environment where at least we feel together. We are with people who've served and done the same thing. But you mustn't forget, we've lost comrades. We've lost people we've served with. We've also, if we haven't lost them, then we've got friends of ours and comrades of ours that have lost limbs, are severely disabled. They need our support more so. And it's the Legion's function to make sure that we raise funds to be able to help these people to get back into society and do what they do and live a normal life as much as possible.
The current conflicts that the British government is involved in at the minute needs the support of the younger people. They need to understand why we're doing it, what we're doing it for, and obviously, you know, you need to keep that, how should I say, the history going. I think it's very important that we pass it on to the younger generations.
So members of the Royal British Legion on Jersey have put the case for helping those less fortunate than themselves in a spirit of fellowship and selflessness, which is as strong today as it ever was. Please give generously, and thank you for watching.